Okay, so beta, this question is based on the concept of blind navigation or steering safe courses using a single PL. There is one question in the assignment also, the last one. This is another one. This question which I am discussing with you, going to discuss with you now, is based on chart 5072. So I will open up the chart also here and we will plot it here. So this will clear up the concept of how this question is useful to us in or how this topic is useful to us when we are doing navigation in restricted visibility. Obviously, it is based on a assumption that GPS is not available to us. If GPS is available, then these kind of uh, concepts are not required because GPS continuously gives us a updated position every second. But if the access to GPS is lost, then these concepts become very important because they help you to steer a safe passage. So let's see this question based on blind navigation. Let's now try to understand this concept by looking at a question on the chart. So let me show you a question. We have the question on the screen now. At 1800 hours from DR position 5503 north, 01628 east, a vessel obtains an intercept of 2 miles towards azimuth 009 degrees. So you see he has taken a intercept observation. The intercept is given to us, the azimuth is given to us, and the DR position is provided. So we have all the information required to plot the position line. Let's go ahead. She is on a course of 330 at 12 knots. So vessel is steering 330 course. The engine speed is 12 knots. The visibility thereafter becomes poor, restricted visibility scenario. Current in the area is 060 at 2 knots. So you can see the set and the rate of the current is also provided to us. When and what should be her next alteration so as to pass 6 miles of northern side of Cristianso Island main light. So this is a question based on this particular topic, line navigation or steering safe courses using a single PL. Beta, any doubt?
मैंने कहा सर असाइनमेंट जैसे ही है सर, असाइनमेंट में भी ऐसे ही था.
या इट्स सिमिलर. असाइनमेंट क्वेश्चन में जो है मैंने आपको एक ऑब्जेक्ट दिया है, यू हैव टू रीच टू द पायलट स्टेशन. यहाँ पे सेफ डिस्टेंस है, दैट्स द ओनली डिफरेंस, दैट्स ऑल. So is the question clear, beta? Any doubt in the question? Okay, great. Let's proceed ahead then. They have given us a single PL. The position, initial position is not known to us, and they want us to find out the courses. The first course to steer is obviously given, but the time for alteration and the next course is required to be found out. Now this is based on chart number 5072. So let's open up the chart of this particular area. We have the chart on the screen now. Let's first of all mark the DR position on the chart. And from the DR, we can then mark off our first position line. Let's plot the DR. You can see the DR latitude, the DR longitude, Now, once we have the DR position on the chart, we know the azimuth is 009. Let's mark the azimuth. So we have the 009 azimuth here. Intercept is 2 miles towards. So from the DR position, I go towards the body a distance of 2 miles and I reach to this particular point. This is my ITP, the intercept terminal point. Now from the ITP, I can draw my position line. Position line will be perpendicular to the azimuth of the body. So let's mark off the PL. You can see the position line now plotted on the chart. This point here, you can mark it as point A. This is the ITP, the intercept terminal point. Now, going further, we know that the vessel is steering a course of 330 and my engine speed is 12 knots. So let's plot the course steered, the engine speed and the CTS vector. So from point A, I draw my CTS in a direction of 330 and we can make a triangle for 1 hour duration. So the length in that case for a speed of 12 knots would be 12 miles. So keeping this 12 miles length, this becomes my CTS vector. Let's mark it with a single arrow. The point where the CTS vector ends, let's mark this point as Bravo. Now, we also know the current prevalent in the area. The current is setting 060 at a rate of 2 knots. So let us draw the current vector also for the same duration of 1 hour. So from point B, I draw my current vector in the direction of 060. You can see the current on the chart now. Let's mark off with 3 arrows. And let's name the point where the current vector ends as C, Charlie point. Now let's leave this plot here and we move on to the second part of the question now. We need to pass 6 miles off the northern side of Christianso Island main light. Let's identify this light on the chart. This is where you have the Christianso Island main light. So since we need to pass 6 miles off from the northern side of this light, let me draw a safe distance circle. So I pick up my compass centered at this particular lighthouse, radius equal to my safe distance of, which is 6 nautical miles, and we draw our safe distance circle. We have the safe distance circle marked on the chart now. So safe distance circle on the chart. Now I can draw my parallel line. So I'll pick up my parallel ruler, align it with my initial position line in this particular direction, transfer my parallel ruler so as to draw a tangent to my safe distance circle. So a line parallel to the initial PL and tangential to the safe distance circle. You can see this green color line marked on the chart now, parallel to my initial PL. This line is parallel to my initial PL in the same direction, and it is tangential to the Christianso Island main light. And we have drawn the tangent on the northern side. There was a possibility of drawing the tangent on the other side also, but it is specifically mentioned that the vessel should pass on the northern side of the Christianso Island main light. So this line is going to act as our second course made good. So this is our second course made good. Now let's complete the plot which we were initially doing. We can now complete this triangle Alpha Bravo Charlie, which is a 1 hour triangle on my first course. The first course which I was steering was 330. AB is my CTS vector. Current in the area was setting me 060 at 2 knots. Bravo to Charlie, the red color vector is my set and drift vector for the current. So therefore, alpha to Charlie becomes my course made good vector. So alpha to Charlie is my course made good, represented by a double arrow here. Now we can extend this course made good line so that it meets or hits our second CMG line. This meeting point, let's name it as delta D. Now we can easily find out what will be my ETA at point D, because this ABC triangle is a 1 hour duration triangle. So alpha Charlie basically gives me my speed made good. So I can measure off the distance alpha to delta A to D, the total distance which is to be covered on my first leg, divided by my speed made good given by vector AC, and it will immediately give me the ETA or the time required to reach at point D. So one part of the question is already done. They asked us when should be her next alteration of course. So once we know our ETA at delta, we know what is the time when we should be altering our course. Now let's find out the second part of the question. We want to find out the course to steer to reach or pass 6 miles off from this particular lighthouse. So for this, what I do is I will make another course, distance and current vector triangle starting from point delta. So in this case, I have to counteract the current. In the first case, we allowed for the current because CTS was known to us. We allowed for the current and found out our CMG. But in the second case, the CMG is known to us. We want our vessel to move on this green color line. So the CMG is already fixed. We know the current and we want to find out the CTS. So it will be counteracting the current. So for counteracting, I draw my current vector at point D. The current vector remains the same, 060 in 1 hour, a drift of 2 miles. You can see the current vector plotted here now. Let's mark it off with 3 arrows. Let's name the point where the current vector ends as echo, E. Now to find out the CTS, I open up my compass equal to my engine distance of 1 hour. That is, in this case, it will be 12 miles. With the compass open at 12 miles, centered at point E, I draw an arc to cut my course made good line, the second course made good line. So let's draw that arc. You can see the arc being drawn here. The arc is centered at point E and the radius of the arc is equal to my engine distance for 1 hour. So I'm making a 1 hour triangle again here to counteract the current. So this point where the arc cuts the course made good line, let's name it as F, Foxtrot. Now we can join echo with Foxtrot, EF. Now this line EF is my second course to steer. So let's mark it off with a single arrow. Eco Foxtrot is my second course to steer, counteracting this particular current so that the vessel moves on this green color track. And when it moves on this track, it will be passing as required 6 miles off the northern side of Christiansø Island main light. Delta to Foxtrot D to F gives me my course made good vector. So this is also for 1 hour duration. So if I measure or read off delta Foxtrot, it gives me my speed made good on the second track also. Though it is not required, it is not asked in this question, but the speed made good can be obtained. So this completes our question on blind navigation or steering safe courses using a single PL. So beta, have a good look at the plot and let me know if you have any doubts anywhere.
हेलो सर, गुड इवनिंग।
बोलो बेटा।
सर सिर्फ डाउट एक ही है कि हमने जो पीएल से लगाया हमें कैसे पता, क्योंकि इसमें तो कुछ दिया ही नहीं हुआ कि इसने बोला सीधा कि किस टाइम पे अल्टर करेंगे, तो हम डेल्टा तक क्यों गए सर? सीप से भी अल्टर कर सकते थे ना नॉर्दर्न साइड में पास होने के लिए।
ओके बेटा, अगर हम सी पे ऑल्टर करते, लेट अस से वी ऑल्टर एट सी, करेक्ट, तो बेटा हम क्या कोर्स स्टीयर करते ये हमें कैसे पता चलता?
अगर सी पॉइंट पे रह के हम सर नॉर्दर्न साइड पे रख के एक लाइन ले तो भी तो मेड गुड हो सकता था ना सर फिर।
ओके, सो यू आर सेइंग दैट फ्रॉम पॉइंट सी if I draw a course made good with a tangent to the safe distance circle, that will be the track to follow, right?
करेक्ट
Right बेटा?
यस सर।
हाँ, अब देखो बेटा इसमें दिक्कत क्या है। हमें उन्होंने बिगिनिंग में एक पीएल दी है, पोजीशन लाइन। इसका मतलब ये है कि हमारा शिप इस पीएल पे कहीं भी हो सकता है, right?
सर
Now let us assume, you can see my cursor बेटा, cursor on the screen ना? Let us say कि हम लोग A पॉइंट पे ना होके हम लोग इस पॉइंट पे हैं, यहाँ पे। तो that tells me मेरा जो C पॉइंट है ये भी यहाँ पे कहीं आएगा। If I steer this particular CMG, my C point also could be somewhere here.
लेकिन सर हमारा एजीमत तो 0092 माइल्स ऑफ है ना डीआर पोजीशन से।
Yes, it is. But how does that change the situation?
बट अगर हम पीएल पे फॉरवर्ड या आफ्ट में जाएंगे तो हमारी तो पोजीशन चेंज हो जाएगी, ए पॉइंट ही चेंज हो जाएगा, बट वो तो आईटीपी तो हमें 2 माइल्स 009 पे ही लेना है ना।
That's right बेटा, ITP तो हमें यही लेना है, ITP तो A पॉइंट पे ही है, ITP will not change, but the actual position of the ship could be anywhere on the line ना?
करेक्ट।
Now अगर हमारी पोजीशन A पे ना हो, कहीं और हो, let us say यहाँ पे हो, और हम ये वाला कोर्स स्टीयर करें तो C पॉइंट विल बी समवेयर हियर। करेक्ट। और अब आप जो आपने ये सेकंड कोर्स निकाला था उसको स्टीयर करोगे तो आपका सेफ डिस्टेंस मेंटेन नहीं होगा, यू विल बी क्लोजर टू द लाइट हाउस, राइट?
यस सर।
अब बेटा जो काम मैंने किया है इस पे आप ये अपने शिप की पोजीशन को कहीं भी चेंज करके देख लो। यू कैन कीप द शिप हियर, यू कैन कीप द शिप हियर, एनीवेयर ऑन दिस लाइन। जब भी आप ये पहला कोर्स स्टीयर करोगे और इतने टाइम बाद ऑल्ट्रेशन करोगे, you will always reach on this particular line only. चाहे आप A पे हो, चाहे आप यहाँ पे हो, चाहे आप यहाँ पे हो, कहीं भी हो, अगर आप ये पहला कोर्स स्टीयर करोगे और इतने टाइम के लिए इसको स्टीयर करोगे, you will always end up on the second course made good line.
Okay, correct.
Right beta, did you understand?
Correct. Okay, got it now.
So ये method जो है it basically tells us the courses to steer without knowing our actual position. So आप PL पे कहीं पर भी चले जाओ, if you steer these courses and you make the alteration at the required time, you will be always passing at the required distance of.
सर सर आज ये
बोलो
थोड़े अलग मेथड से किया सर। कल हमने लास्ट टाइम करंट ए पोजीशन पे लगाया था।
बेटा, उसमें डिफरेंस ये था, जो मैंने आपको एग्जाम्पल में क्वेश्चन दिखाया था उसमें उन्होंने
हाँ जी।
फर्स्ट कोर्स टू स्टीयर नहीं दिया था, तो हमने उसे
इसमें
परपेंडिकुलर
दिया हुआ
सीएमजी ले लिया था।
इसमें दिया हुआ
राइट।
है इसमें दिया हुआ
इस
है क्या? शी
हाँ, इसमें
अच्छा
दिया है
शी इज
बेटा।
ऑन पोस्ट। ओके ठीक है। अच्छा
ये
ठीक ठीक है सॉरी सर ठीक है नहीं ठीक है।
राइट, सो दिस इज दैट
मेरा
सेकंड
सर
ऑप्शन
मेरा
विच
मेरा
आई
नेटवर्क
टोल्ड।
चला जाता है सर।
ओके, नॉट एन इश्यू। और बताओ बेटा, और डाउट बताओ।
नहीं सर हो गया।
ऑल क्लियर?
यस सर।
ओके, वेरी गुड।
सर वन डाउट सर।
हाँ बोलो बेटा।
सर ये जो इसमें आंसर हमें लिखना होता है, तो जैसे इसमें से पूछा है कि व्हेन एंड व्हाट, तो व्हेन का तो हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया डिस्टेंस, जो अपना ए से डी तक का डिस्टेंस है वो हमने डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट कर लिया, तो व्हेन आ गया। सो
नहीं
व्हाट के
बेटा,
लिए
नहीं
हमें
आया। नहीं आया। डिस्टेंस से व्हेन का आंसर नहीं आएगा। तुम्हें एडी डिस्टेंस को एसी से डिवाइड करना होगा। दैट विल गिव यू टाइम टू रीच पॉइंट डी, एंड यू विल हैव टू राइट द टाइम। सी व्हेन मीन्स एट व्हाट टाइम। डिड यू गेट
हाँ,
इट
सो
बेटा?
डिस्टेंस डिस्टेंस है उससे तो टाइम आएगा ना सर।
राइट, उसको आप 1800 में ऐड कर दोगे। सो व्हेन यू ऐड द टाइम टू 1800, इट विल टेल यू दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन द नेक्स्ट ऑल्ट्रेशन इज टू बी डन।
जी सर वो समझ गया, बट ये जो हमने वॉट है मतलब सीटीएस जो हमने बताना है उसे, तो ये सीटीएस हम
राइट,
दोनों बताएंगे उसे, ए मतलब ए भी तो हमें जैसे इसमें पता ही है, ईएफ बताएंगे कि ऑल्ट्रेशन के बाद क्या सीटीएस रहेगा, या सीएमजी बताएंगे।
दैट्स बेटा, आप दोनों ही बता दो ना। आप दोनों ही वहां पे लिख सकते हो आंसर में। उसने जो एक्चुअली पूछा है, वो आपसे पूछा है व्हाट शुड बी द नेक्स्ट ऑल्ट्रेशन, राइट? तो एक्चुअली ही हैज आस्क्ड यू व्हाट कोर्स यू विल बी स्टीयरिंग फॉर द सेकेंड लेग ऑफ द पैसेज। तो आप ये CTS यहाँ से पिकअप कर सकते हो, बट यू कैन राइट डाउन द CMG ऑल्सो इन योर आंसर, इट इज परफेक्टली फाइन।
और सर जैसे
बोथ।
ये आपने लास्ट टाइम क्वेश्चन कराया था जिसमें परपेंडिकुलर हमने लगाया था, जिसमें हमें सीटीएस मालूम नहीं था, तो उसमें हमने दो सीटीएस निकाले थे, एक
राइट,
ऑल्ट्रेशन से पहले एक ऑल्ट्रेशन से बाद। तो
राइट।
उसमें हमें आंसर में दोनों सीटीएस लिखना होता है
यस
कि
बेटा,
पहले हम
उसमें
किसी पॉइंट को
उसमें
एज्यूम करके ये सीटीएस लगा रहे हैं, फिर ऑल्ट्रेशन के बाद ये सीटीएस रखेंगे।
दैट्स राइट बेटा। उसके आंसर में दोनों CTS आएंगे। दोनों आप आंसर में लिखोगे। इस क्वेश्चन में फर्स्ट दिया हुआ है, सो ओनली सेकंड इज टू बी रिटन।
ओके सर।
ओके। और बेटा, एनी मोर डाउट्स?
सर ये क्वेश्चन स्टैंड अलोन है या फिर किसी के साथ जुड़ के आता है?
दिस इज ए स्टैंड अलोन क्वेश्चन बेटा। दिस ये जो अभी आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हो, दिस इज ए एक्चुअल MMD क्वेश्चन विच हैज कम इन पास्ट।
ओके, तो ये तो बहुत छोटा क्वेश्चन है सर।
बस बेटा, गुड, you are getting experienced navigator now. Very good. This is a 25 marks question, so to be done in 20 minutes. So if you have understood the concept and if you do your practice well, आप 10 मिनट के अंदर अंदर इसे सॉल्व कर दोगे, isn't it?
हाँ जी सर। हाँ जी सर।
जी सर।
Very good, great. Okay, so if you have understood it, then we have achieved the objective of today's class. So now you can continue on your assignment. You can continue working on your assignment number 4. Complete it over the weekend, because Monday when we are going to meet, I will be covering up with you a few typical topics now, which are specific to phase 1. कुछ लोगों को ये टॉपिक थोड़े मुश्किल भी लगते हैं. These are one is known as fish triangle. The second topic is known as rendezvous, and the third topic is known as a missing leg. So ये 3 topic हैं हमारे, and preferably we will cover them up in 3 different sessions, one by one. So that's what we have for the next session. So that's all from my side on this topic for today. So anything from your side?
कुछ नहीं सर, इस ट्रायंगल एंड राइट वो देखते हैं सर.
हाँ, वो भी देख लेंगे बेटा. Okay. So if that is the case, then we go in the weekend mode.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta. See you then on Monday. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, beta. Bye bye. Thanks.
So can we
So we can log out, na sir?